So, like we heard, Mr. Kelechi is the CEO of Co-Teach Edu Consults, and he's also a speaker. He has spoken on different platforms, both here in Nigeria and across the world. So he's here with us tonight, and he's going to be speaking to us on some subtopics based on the book. Welcome, Mr. Kelechi. Please, you have the floor now. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much, Shidera. Thank you. I want to appreciate everybody that is in the house. I want to truly appreciate you for being here. It's amazing seeing everybody that is in this house and appreciate Mrs. Cynthia. You actually did a great job. Thank you so much. And who the cap fits, Precious Chidera, you did an amazing job. Thank you so much. And I begin to see more of how your name is related with Chidera Vivian. What an amazing coincidence. Okay, so also appreciate Mr. Peter for that amazing opening prayer. So if you're happy to be here, just go to the emoji center and touch one of those things there. Please do that immediately. So, ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Cynthia have actually done a great job. I'm sure you got something from the values she shared when it comes to emotions and managing emotions. Over time of experience and exposure, I realized that we always talk about, I'm sure you've heard of emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is something that, a lot of people try to, understand how to manage emotions. But I must tell you that it got to a point that I was forced to pay for a training of over $1,500 on a topic, and that topic is positive intelligence. Positive intelligence. I would like you, after this section, go and check out about positive intelligence. It will help you a whole lot to also manage your emotions. Positive intelligence is another dimension that will help you in life. Okay, but like I said, Mrs. Cynthia have done a great job, and I would like you to take note. I'll be talking about understanding the danger of working in isolation. What are the dangers of working in isolation? And after which, I also talk about who are those that you can confide in. Who and who can you confide in? And I'll be ending with something we cannot play with: importance of having a mentor. No, I don't want to take much of our time, but even when you go through the scriptures, just check the powerful men of God, both Old Testament and New Testament. All of them had mentors. I don't want to take this, in fact, it's a topic of another day, but just check them. Every person in the Bible that you hear their name today had a mentor. In our world today, the people you know also have their mentors. But let's start from the first one: understanding the danger of working in isolation. Now, the author of the book that we are launching today has actually expressed a whole lot. And because I don't want to waste our time, I realized that part of her challenges in life, part of the problem she faced, is because she worked in isolation. So I will start from her own experience, whereby she almost took her own life because she was working in isolation. She almost took her own life. Even while taking care of the dad in the hospital, she was thinking of so many things. She was seeing people dying, and she was like, what is this life all about? If after all these pains, why will I wait to die later? Why can't I die now? And I really appreciate the two individuals, Williams and Faith, that intervened and rescued her from that kind of thinking. Now, when I say Williams and Faith, it means that the dangers of working in isolation can lead to death. It can lead to suicide. Okay, but I'm going to give us 5 basic things that we need to watch out for. Lose of perspective. Now, if you're working in isolation, you lose your perspective. You will no longer know your direction. Everywhere you face becomes direction. Anywhere you hear a sound, just like Miss Cynthia said, if you are emotionally down, don't listen to those friends that will say, let's go here, let's do it there, because you are not in your real self. Okay, so there is danger of losing perspective. Now, the second one is increased vulnerability. You're no longer yourself. So anything you hear, you want to follow suit. because you have been working in isolation. You are not listening to anybody, you're not paying attention, you're not reading the word of God that can guide you through, right? And then we have emotional and mental strain. At that point, even when you hear your name, you refuse to answer. And when someone is giving you a good offer, you will not take it. Anything someone brings around you, you will not want to be involved because you are working in isolation. You just want to keep hiding yourself. Just like the author narrated in her story, that she liked working in places that people won't even see her. She would prefer to take long distance to avoid people seeing her. That's working in isolation. That's the danger. And then the other one is reduced growth. Now, thank God she was saved, because if she was not saved, I can't even imagine where she would be. That is, if she's alive. But thank God that she's saved. So that is why we are seeing her today. She has regained all the lost growth. So there is danger of losing growth. And then the last but the most powerful is spiritual risk. When you work in isolation, now we normally hear of the common saying that the idle mind is the devil's workshop. So if you work in isolation, you are idle and the devil can take over you. And that means your spiritual growth will be damped. You cannot grow spiritually. In fact, you'll be doubting whom God is. Like she did also, and a lot of people do that too. They doubt, is God, does God really exist? Does God know about my pain? Is it God that created me? Why am I still alive? People ask a lot of questions. If God is God, why am I facing these problems? So that will start affecting your spiritual growth. I'm sure you're getting value. Now, the next one is knowing who and how to open up. I heard Mrs. Cynthia mention, talk to your teachers, talk to elder, you know, talk to your parents, talk to your siblings, talk to mentors. Ladies and gentlemen, I agree with her, but on one condition: we must attach good to those names. Good friends, good mentors. Now, I can't tell you about good parents or bad parents, because parents are always good, but there's what we call negative advantage. That's for another day. So you listen to your leaders, it has to be good leaders. Mentors has to be good mentors. Pastors, it has to be good pastors. We know what is trending on social media now. So it's not just about pastors, it has to be good pastors. Okay? Your siblings has to be good siblings. So these are the people you need to listen to. But what are the advantages of having a mentor? The first one, I want you to write this down, is guidance and direction. Guidance and direction. Without a mentor, you will just be moving your life the way you see it. In fact, I tell people that it is not about your speed, it's about your direction. I'm sure we all know the popular thing that happened to the competition between the rabbit and the tortoise. The rabbit was speedy, the tortoise was slow, but in the right direction. So it's not about your speed, it's about your direction. Take note of this. Now, sometimes we might feel that we are in the right direction, but a mentor will help us get it right. Okay. Now, the second one is learning from experience. Now, I would like you to take your time and read through this book. This book written by Precious. She made it so clear that her experience is what she's transferring to younger ones. She wants to mentor them, she wants to help them to have a better life. So if they understand this and she's sharing from her experience, it will help to guide them to live a better life, to live life worthy of emulation, to not derail from whom God have created them to be. Right? Now, the third one is goal setting and focus. Now, it's one thing to have a goal, it's another thing to have focus. A lot of us look at the days are ending. 2025 is rounding up very soon. A lot of people are busy writing goals. Some haven't even started. Now, when they finish writing down these goals, check out what happens. 1st of January, they will be amazing. 2nd, 3rd, 4th. Once they enter 2nd week of January, the language will change. My dear, I cannot come and kill myself. I cannot. This is still January now. I have February. This is let enjoy yourself. But when you have a mentor will hold you to make sure that you focus on your goals. So it is very important not to play down on the importance of mentorship. Okay. Now the other one is confidence and motivation. A lot of us are weakened by challenges that come our way. So it's a mentor that will tell you, oh, it is a shadow. keep on going. This is a mirage, keep on going. So those challenges are the challenges that will even make you stronger to move ahead and achieve your goals. So if you are setting goals for 2026 and there is nobody holding you by the hand as a mentor, just check out the things you have set up for yourself in the previous years. Were you able to achieve them without a mentor? Even if you did, how much percentage did you achieve? And that is what brings up the next one, accountability. Now, at the beginning of the year, at the beginning of changing what you said is your goals, the mentor will ask you, what do you intend to achieve in 1 week? What do you intend to achieve in 1 month? And he takes account of those things. And every day he reminds you, every day she reminds you. But Precious, you say you're going to finish reading this book. You say you're going to finish writing this book. So that is what the mentor does. It helps you account for the things you have promised. Now, the other one is exposure and networking. Now, there's so much about exposure. A lot of us are playing small, or we call it village champion. In our own circle, we feel that we are at the top. Now, once you are exposed to people doing the same thing you're doing on a higher scale, you begin to see that you've not even started, that you're just scratching the surface. It will make you to adjust because take down this. The worst enemy of better is good. The worst enemy of best is better. Because by the time you achieve that good, you will be so relaxed. You feel that you've arrived. You will not go for the next. Now, it is a mentor that will push you to keep going higher. Let me give you another three: skill and development. Without a mentor, your skill will not be sharp. You find it difficult to develop. Because when I finished reading this book, Safe in the Open, I realized that there are a lot of people that actually need this book and they must read this book. Because it's not just someone sitting down to write something. She's speaking from experience, even the experience of our friend Vivian. And their experience is good enough to set our life, to change our life. So when I read it and she said, okay, teenagers, teenagers is just a life of 7 years, from 13 to 19. That's 7 years. Now, this 7 years is large actually, but we have people who are in this range of age around us. So we can even serve as their own informal mentors and help them to understand life better. That thing they are passing through, someone has passed through it, and there is a solution. So they need to go through the book to get this very clear. And then we have emotional support. Of course, Mrs. Cynthia have taken that part. It's a mentor that will tell you, oh, since you're facing this, do this, do this, do this, and always fall back. I like the way she said it. You cannot take away God factor. You must bring in God in everything you do. Okay? Now, faster personal career and growth. That is the last one for now. If you have a mentor, you will tend to move fast. Let me tell you, if you want to move from, let me say, 1 kilometer and you're walking, if you have a mentor, you'll be running. That's the difference. So you achieve that goal in a shorter period of time. What you would have achieved in 1 year, you achieve it in 2 months. What you would have achieved in 5 years, you achieve it in 2 years. So it's so powerful to have a mentor and you can't play down on it. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, I know our time is fast spent. I wish we have much time, but I know as we proceed, there will be opportunities that we'll get to meet and know more and learn more. Thank you so much. I really appreciate this opportunity.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kelechi. Thank you very much for the insights that you gave us this evening. I'm looking at my notes now and I am being refreshed. You spoke on the importance of mentorship. The last sentence you made, that if you're at a kilometer, a mentor would what help you fly. That really did something to my spirit. So you have to do or grab the book to get more details about what he's saying.